Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and I am in the Gym Command. But mostly, I think what I'm going to talk about today is the ranked matches that just ended. So, the thing about them is, okay, so they sorted people at random by their rating when the event began into 20-person leagues, and your rewards were based on your performance within that league. What that means is that if you wound up in a league with against a bunch of people who had a bunch of spare time, you were pretty well doomed. And if you wound up in sorted into a league with a bunch of casual players, and there I go screwing up my weapon switching again, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I just mean, players who don't play every waking hour of every day, because, I'm pushing 40, and who the heck has time for that anymore? I do not. As it is, I've devoted far too much time and energy to it, and managed to score 10,700 points and wind up in 9th in my league, which, for the amount of effort I put in, did not make the reward worth it. The 9th in your league gets you 10,000 DP and 30 recycle tickets. Basically, what I got out of that was a free Gym Cold Districts type, because it was up in the recycle store the other day for that price, and I took it because I didn't have it on my main, and and I love that bullet hose machine gun. But I've seen reports from other people who the other solid reward you got for no matter what your final rank was you got the Zaku Kai Fritz helmet type, the B type it used to be known as, level 1. The top 5 people in your league get in the A rank league get the level 2. Top 3 in every other ranking, and the top, I think possibly only the number 1 person gets the level 3, or got the level 3. So, yeah, I know people who only scored the 3,000 points for the Zaku Kai Fritz helmet who got much better rewards than I did because they were in a league of people who didn't care and came in first. And that really annoys me. That annoys me a lot. Like I said, I try not to be negative in this because there are plenty of other negative, ranty YouTubers. Take your pick. And that's, I watched Angry Video Game Nerd for the first time in years the other day, and even James Rolfe seems tired of his shtick. I think the time for, anger as a selling point as a YouTube gamer is long over. But that's just me. That's my opinion. And so, now I'm complaining about complaining, which means I'm turning into my father and everything is just getting even better. But, okay, back to the subject. It really kind of feels like the arbitrariness of it was really kind of irritating. And to top off the rest of it, okay, it's just luck. It all came down to luck more than skill, all of it, because, of course, ages ago they changed the rating system because it used to be a lot more dependent on individual performance than on team performance, and it basically encouraged people to ignore their teammates a lot of times and go off on their own and try and score as many points as possible to beat their rivals, which is kind of understandable, but at the same time the change encourages cooperation, and I'm all for that. But I was the top in the second half, especially in my gun cannon. I was the top scorer on our team. I'd say at least 75% of the time, maybe closer to 90. But we lost, and I lost, I think, around 100 rating points doing this event for this completely unsatisfying reward. I went from a mid A minus to a low B plus, and in trying to make up the difference today, I went down to a flat B because I got stuck with another couple of lousy teams. The worst part was I had a couple of wins, and then I had one loss that was bad enough that it pretty much undid every bit of gain I had made. So this event has really kind of highlighted all the things about this game I don't like, and that's kind of made it very hard to get caught up and try and get try and fulfill requests, which I will do, which I am working on, but I just need more time, and I want to do it right, and I want to get good gameplay and be in a good upbeat place, especially since when I'm doing videos that people specifically paid for, because that's it's not right to give substandard work that people have gone out of their way to support me. It's just not. So yeah, that's the ranked matches were really a disappointment, and I think having talked to Maelstrom, aka MS Bop, about it and what he did, he was working on a couple of different accounts himself, and on the one account the points were pretty, nobody else was really playing, and he was able to get top score. And on another, it was he came in, I think he had more points than I did, and came in below the top 10, I want to say. If I'm wrong, I'm sure he will feel free, Bop, to give the actual stats, because yeah, it's just they've talked to a lot of people, apparently, or there's been a lot of feedback, to put it politely, from the Japanese-speaking fan community about this, and they say they're going to review how this works for the next round of ranked matches. The next round of ranked matches can happen sometime past never, for all I care, because that was too much frustration. Next time, I'll do what Bop did, and if the people, I'll check, like, at the end of day one, I'll play until I get whatever the basic reward is, and if at the end of day one I'm in a league that is doing the maximum effort thing, then I am just done, because this was not worth the stress it put on me. And if I don't feel like doing rating matches, and I never feel like doing rating matches, it's not going to take too long, I bet, for the difference in my rating from going from A minus to B to for that 10,000 DP to turn into a loss. So that is Rob Complains Day. I figured Thursday would be a good day for this because I've got the weekly update coming too. Hopefully that will be more positive. But yeah, I did not enjoy the rating matches. I do not want to see them again anytime soon. And yeah, I did do pretty well that round. So that's enough whining out of me. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back tomorrow with more. So until next time, everybody take care and try to have more fun than I've been talking about. Later!